Hi, this is Mandy from SunflowersAndDors. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wasn't planning on videoing, but I was doing a few bits and pieces. So I thought I would kind of jump on and make the most of the opportunity. So today we're going to do some cute little ephemera type holders, and therefore including within your journals. So I'll show you a couple. They can be done lots of different ways. So there's two different types here. This one here is more of a plainer version. And then we've just got two pockets, one here, and two vellum pockets there. And then this one here, just jazzed it up with a little bit of thread. And that's just slightly more flowery, lacy. But again, we've got our two side pockets here, and we've got our two vellum pockets here. So super simple, and you can literally dress them up or dress them down. So excuse my mess on my desk. It's not quite as bad as normal, but it is pretty bad. And we will just get on. So I've put a couple of bits and pieces to one side, and thought we'll have a little play with these and see how we kind of get on. So I started with, these are two A5 sheets of paper from, these are from Tapeology. I've got an affiliate code on my Linktree if you are interested. I just adore their papers. So these are two of the A5 textured papers, and all I've done is I've folded them in half, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inside piece, turn it upside down, and I'm going to fold the corner in towards the middle. I'm not going to go quite up to the middle section because I want this to have a little bit of thickness to it. And I'm going to do it exactly the same on the other side. And I'll use that as a bit of a base to see where we're at. So we end up with our two little pockets there already built in. I'm going to glue these down. You could, if you really wanted to, just take them off. You could use them as pockets. You could just literally save the paper. But for ease of getting the project done, I'm just going to take those off and we're going to fold them down. Okay. Now, what I did with the first one I did, I'm going to glue this inside piece first of all. So I'm just going to put a piece of glue at the centre and a line of glue along the bottom. I'm going to do that first of all, and then this is going to literally just pop in there like that, and then we can just close that up. If it's not perfect, it's really not the end of the world. You can just trim to tidy things up afterwards. And I am then going to put a little bead of glue down the one side there. Keep that closed. And do the same on this side here, just to keep that closed. Okay. While we're waiting for that to dry, and that will literally just dry in place like that. While we're waiting for that, sorry, my hands are covered in yellow inky stuff. The first one I did, I used vellum and I glued it in place, but vellum's terrible for buckling when you glue it. So I had to then put some washi tape to hide the buckling. And it looks okay, but it just wasn't quite what I wanted. What I should have done here was I wanted to put this on. So I'm going to do that before I do anything else, because I want to make sure that it fits in the space I've got here, which it should do. Okay, so I'm going to pop this here, make sure that's straight. We will get a little bit of what's in there and there, so that I can just pop a hole in both of those. I'm going to attach them with some brads. I've got a load of new brads because I was seriously running out. So I've got some Tim Holtz ones, but I also have some thicker ones from Tapeology, and they're fab. I love those. But they're going to be too big for this. So we'll just go with now, the only reason I'm doing this before I do everything else is because it might get in the way with other things I'm doing on the inside. So it's just as well to get that done now. And I will cover those over, obviously, because we don't want those looking like that. So, for our front piece there, we've got our inside two pockets. I've cut some vellum here, and this vellum is, I think, 2 or 1¼ 1.5 inches by the length of this. And as I said, the problem that I had when I put it on was the buckling. So the second one I used, I just put some double-sided tape, and that worked much, much better. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Would help if I measured it properly. Now this doesn't go all the way up there, so I'm just going to try and get enough to cover. Gone too far there and not far enough on the other one. It's a pretty patchwork job, so it's not great, but hey ho. That'll be okay there, that'll be okay there, and I just want a piece in the middle. You don't have to have a piece in the middle, but it just keeps it and separates those two sections. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take these off. This is the problem I had with the one earlier. The paper's really lovely. It's a really good quality paper. But this stuff initially just kind of didn't come off particularly well, so it took a little bit of playing, but then it did work, and it does give you a much better finish than the glue, which really was awful. So I hope you guys are all well. It's it's been a bit of a weird one. Everybody I seem to speak to is really struggling and finding it, difficult to find their mojo at the moment for crafting, which is a bit odd. I don't know whether it's changing season. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. So I hope you guys are okay. Okay. So that is that, and just give that another burnish down there to make sure that it fits well. And now's the time to cut off any excess bits. You can glue, you can ink these as well, because they do look pretty cool inked, but I'm not going to ink it just yet because I don't know what project I'm going to use them for. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put a hole here. I'm going to put a eyelet in there. Oh, I didn't close down very well. It's better. Okay, and I'm also going to be putting a little charm on there, but I want to put some lace or ribbon. This is like it's a mesh, deco mesh type material. It's really good stuff. I did get it in the brown and the cream. The brown goes off colour really, really quickly. It almost goes like a green colour, but the cream is really good. So I'm probably on my third reel of it, and believe me, it comes in thick reels, so it's not as if you know, there's not a lot of it there. So I'm going to pop that on there halfway. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm using Fabri-Tac for this, just because it's my go-to when I'm using anything other than paper. Okay. Let that dry and just take these end pieces off. And then what we have got is just thinking of putting something like this on the front. And I also had I was going to go with something like that, but that's a bit big now, especially seeing as I've put some lace on there. I don't think I actually need that on there now, especially with that. And I'm not 100% sure on that. That looks quite nice for a botanical type journal. And this is just my art glitter. Again, it's my go-to for paper and card and stuff. And the great thing with this is it does dry clear. So if you get any excess bits, it's not really too much of a concern with this one. Okay. And I'm going to pop this little leaf charm here. And I'm just going to pop that through the eyelet here. So we've got a little booklet there with a charm. And then with this one here, I'm going to go a little bit different again, just to show you that there's loads of different options with these. So it's a slightly different colour, slightly different texture, but we're going to do exactly the same. We are going to fold this first piece here over like this. But with the second piece, we're going to fold it in here like that. Okay. We'll just glue these, and they don't need a lot of glue. If you want to stitch around them, you can do. So again, I'm going to have a bead of glue going across the bottom. I don't know if you can hear the difference in this texture. It's more like it's like a plasticky type material almost. It's really, the papers are fantastic quality. Okay, that one didn't glue across there. Well, it did, but not very well. So we'll put another piece of glue down there just to keep that in. Now, because we're doing this as a side pocket, I'm going to put another bit of glue up the top here. So we've given ourselves a side pocket here and a bottom, a tuck pocket there. Again, I've got this, but I'm going to cut this down now because it's not going all the way across. Like that. I'm going to get some more of our tape. Okay. I'm just going to pop our vellum on. A little bit excess there, which we can just get rid of. Like that. So let's fold this over again. Give that a bit of a burnish because it's quite thick inside. Well, it's not thick, but it's thicker inside now, so it's going to want to do its own thing. And we've got a side pocket and a pocket there. On the front of this one, I think I'm going to use another piece of this just because I really do want a kit. So that'll go there like that. And then that one will go like that. those end bits off again. And then I think with this one, I liked this, so I'm going to use this frame. And this again was from Tapology. I wasn't sure I was going to like their stuff, but I really do like it. It's not the cheapest in the world, but yeah, I do really like it. And then I've got a sticker, which again is from Tapology, which I just thought looked really pretty. And then I have got a pile of bits and pieces that I'm going to pop in here. It's not going to fit in there, but it might fit in that one. No, it's not. And then we've got a load of little bits and pieces here. So got a taller pocket over here, a wider pocket I should say. I'm just going to put those in there. And then we've got another little pocket here. That needs a little bit more glue. I'm going to just use glue for that actually, because it's only a little bit. And it shouldn't buckle too much. And that's it. So we've got 4 here. We've got this one here we've just made, and they are super quick. I mean, we've been on 20 minutes and we've done 2 of them. So super quick, lovely little ephemera holders. This one has got your 2 pockets and your wider side pocket and another little pocket there. This one here, we've got a little bit of a dangle here. We've got a little frame here, which we will need to cover the inside of that and fill those up. And we've got this one here, which again is a little bit plainer, but it's brighter, more colourful on the inside. And this one here, where we've just got some threads wrapped around, some vintage lace on the corner bits there. And again, the colours on this one are beautiful. So it is that simple. Really, really, really simple, quick project. And I do think they look very, very cool. You can use them as ephemera holders for your journals. You can use them to send happy mail. You can do whatever. But I really, really do like how they turned out. Hope you've enjoyed. Only a short, sharp video from me today. I'm trying to get a couple of shorter ones in, just because I know how hard it is to spend time watching video on video on video. So, yeah, short and sharp is what I'm trying to go for at the moment. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Would love to know what you think. Pop a comment in the comments section below. But other than that, as always, stay safe. I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.